When you're looking at the WWE War Games of it all, I honestly think that it was a big swerve. I was very, very excited. I was texting my friends when Logan Paul turned babyface. Logan Paul, I don't know a lot about this guy. I've heard about like the trip to the Japan forest. I know, people have talked about him like hoodwinking people for millions of dollars through crypto schemes and things like that. But I came into him being a wrestler with a very like, oh, he's just a celebrity. He's just gonna come in, he's gonna get the payday. I think the first match he came in and he teamed with the Miz. Then I think he came back and he had a match against the Miz. And it was kind of like I guess they're just gonna try and milk him for all that he's worth. And then somewhere along the way, I think it was the Roman Reigns crown jewel match. I was like, I don't care what anybody says about this guy. This guy is good. And the fact that they're putting him in a WWE championship match this fast, they did it with I think Tyson Fury got a WWE championship match against Braun Strowman, if I'm not 100% sure. I know that was a big match on the card. And Cain Velasquez came right in. He had a match against Brock Lesnar. But I mean, like for a WWE celebrity to be put into a WWE championship match, I thought that honestly was a really, really big deal. But on Monday, of course, they did the big swerve where at the beginning, Logan Paul helped out CM Punk fighting off Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, and then to come back at the end and knock out CM Punk with the brass knuckles. It looks like Logan Paul is going to be, switching sides, and he is going to be a part of the Vision team at the upcoming Survivor Series. I don't think it's a long-term deal. If you go back to last year, when Bronson Reed helped out Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline, he looked really cool. He looked like he could play the part of being a Bloodline member. Who knows how long it would have lasted? If hold on. Who knows how long it would have lasted if he wouldn't have got injured and like taken out of action for all those months. If it wasn't for that, like how long he would have been a member of the Bloodline. I think he honestly would have fit. But as you can see, like the Bloodline, they kind of like went through their ups and downs. They had a lot of injuries. I think that somewhere along the way, he would have just like dropped the Bloodline and just gone off on his own. I think that's probably what would have happened. But as of right now, we're looking at teams that are drawn up. It's going to be Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul. And then I don't know why they wouldn't do it. It looks like CM Punk is going to be the leader of his team. Jey Uso basically told him he wanted to fight with him. That was the promo in the back. I thought that they were setting up a War Games match. I didn't know they were setting up the main event of Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso was just saying, like, I wish I would have been out there with you. I want to fight with you. And that's why I thought they were building up to something else. Now, with, not having a match against Dominic Mysterio, John Cena is now able to join this team with CM Punk. I don't really know what the connection is, but we do know that there is respect there. CM Punk came out with the championship earlier in the night talking about the people that he wanted to defend it against. I didn't notice that CM Punk said he wanted to defend against JD McDonough. JD McDonough, he lost the tag match on Monday, but the previous Monday, he got that big win over Sheamus, possibly the biggest singles win that he's gotten. But I love Finn Balor, but JD McDonough has become my favorite guy in the Judgment Day. I just think that guy has got it made. I never saw any of his WWE UK stuff, or I don't even know how he joined the Judgment Day. Just one day I turned on the TV and he was in there, and I did like a little bit of investigating. I found out that he was somebody that Finn Balor helped train back in the day, and that's kind of the reason why he's there. But I don't know if we just closed our eyes and poof, there he was in the team. But as far as that, I mean, if you were to add Cody Rhodes to this team, it would make sense that you would put Drew McIntyre on the opposing side. Then we would have a team of Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre going up against CM Punk, Jay Uso, um, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes. And now, who would the last members of each team be? Now, if you believe the rumors that were out there, a few months ago, it was Austin Theory would make his, WWE return. Who knows that they were trying to cover up, Logan Paul. And, they knew the rumor was going to get out there. Austin Theory returning and joining this team feels a little bit weird to me, but he's got to come back and he's got to do something right now that Grayson Waller is with the New Day, even though we haven't seen the New Day in months. And I think we haven't seen Grayson Waller even longer than that. I mean, Kofi Kingston was in that battle royal to become the number one contender to fight Punk at Saturday night's main event. But besides for that, where have those guys been? And the WWE, World Heavyweight, or whatever they call them, the tag belts for Monday Night Raw, they desperately need teams. I mean, how even SmackDown desperately needs teams. If, they're not going to be used on Raw, hand them over to SmackDown. I think they will gladly find a place to use Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. That's just my mind. That's preposterous. I don't really know who the last spot could be. Definitely with the heels. I mean, especially with the WWE's WrestleMania 42 commercial that came out. We know that Brock Lesnar is going to be coming back to WWE. We know that Brock Lesnar is going to be a big name in WWE. He's going to be somewhere near the main event. I know that he has a connection with Paul Heyman. To me, honestly, if you add him to this team, it kind of puts the Vision down the card. It doesn't make it seem like Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed are a strict competitor to go after the championship. In my mind, I would love to see a one-on-one Braun Breaker versus CM Punk match. I honestly think where they're going with this team, I think they're setting this up for Braun Breaker versus Bronson Reed versus CM Punk, where it looks like the deck is stacked against them. But when it all comes down to it, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, can they live on the same page of the other guy being the champion? I think both guys feel like their main event. We haven't really heard anything come out in their promos as both of them call each other future champions. Neither one has come out and said I'm going to be the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the other one says, well, yeah, you'll be the next one, but after me. We haven't seen any contradiction kind of like that, but we got to know that something is coming up, sooner than later. But those last spots, as of right now, I know they're really not just going to hand them over and they're not going to give them to us. Jimmy Uso is honestly somebody that could be in the hunt for the last spot. Roman Reigns is somebody. It was rumored that, Roman as well as Roman and Punk would be the captains of this team. Now, could it be that maybe Brock Lesnar joins the heel team and we have basically a scramble trying to find one last partner, and maybe it is Jey Uso who goes out and gets Roman Reigns to join this team, making some sort of a promise that Punk as well as Cody will be on their best behavior, and there won't be any kind of shenanigans once this is all said and done. I think that honestly could be something that comes along. I mean, I think having Roman Reigns in Survivor Series, it's going to have him in the hunt. The one thing you got to remember is that Survivor Series is the last WWE pay-per-view / PLE all the way until the Royal Rumble. We are going to have Saturday night's main event in the month of December. I believe we're going to have a Saturday night's main event in the month of January before the Royal Rumble as well. So it's not just going to be like a dry, like, oh, it's Rumble time, we need to throw Roman Reigns in there. He can be in the storylines throughout the month of December leading into January, and it's just not going to be like just finding it. So I'm really looking forward to it. In the grand scheme of the things, I really think what War Games is all about is I think the heels are going to win. I think the Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are going to win this match. And I think the reason why they're going to win is Jey Uso is going to say enough is enough. And I think he's going to be the one who turns on CM Punk in this match. I don't see Jey Uso turning on Roman Reigns. Now, in my mind, I was thinking maybe it would be like an elimination thing, kind of like a Survivor Series, or maybe like a past elimination chamber. And then I was like, oh, the rules of War Games is like everybody's in the ring, and that's when the match actually starts, and we go till pinfall and submission. So for this to happen, Jey Uso has to knock out, CM Punk in front of Cody. He has to do it in front of Roman. And maybe that's just it. It's just such shock that that's what, Roman and Cody are just like, they don't want to break up the pin or submission because they just can't believe that Jey just did what he did. But I honestly think that's what we're going to be getting down to. Let's go through a little bit of these questions on the side, do a little Q&A to end the actual show here. So I appreciate you guys. Shane Sturges basically asks, like, where was Triple H on Saturday Night Live? I didn't even know he was on Saturday Night Live, but maybe you're actually asking where was he for Saturday night's main event. I think I saw it reported that he wasn't there. Honestly, I think probably something is going on with his family, not like bad, but like something with his daughters, more than likely, that he figured that the WWE team could run the show. And, his daughters are around the age that are, graduating for high school or having other such milestones that I think they just picked to do that rather than one Saturday show for NBC. Mr. Iowa Hawks, why is Dina? I have no clue what that means. Next question is, why is Cena unhappy with WWE now? I don't think Cena has ever been unhappy with WWE. I think that he's been happy the whole way through, even with all the people talking about like how bad his heel turn was in WWE. Shane Sturges says, who will be Cena's last match? They're setting up the tournament that they're going to be running on SmackDown as well as Monday Night Raw. I think the commercials want us to lead to believe that like Edge is going to come in. It's going to be a 16 tournament. So it's 16, 8, 4, 2. To win this tournament, you have to wrestle 4 matches. Then you have to wrestle the one match against John Cena that you win on Saturday night's main event. I don't think Tony Khan is going to be a cool guy and basically say, hey, Adam Copeland, I understand that John Cena is one of your best opponents and probably one of the highlights of your whole career. Go to WWE and go work 4 Raws and SmackDowns, as well as work a Saturday night's main event to go up against the product that you're being paid for. I don't think it's going to be him. I think we're going to see a lot of names in this tournament that have been past opponents. We saw Nakamura. I don't understand really why Damian Priest is in there. We have, that's why I think Rusev is going to beat him. We've got Rusev. And we've got Sheamus. You know, Sheamus had the 2010. Rusev had the WrestleMania 31. Nakamura, I believe, was in 2016 or 2017 on SmackDown. I don't think any of those guys are going to be there, but I think they're going to be kind of announcing the matches as they come along to get you hyped up for the next show. I believe SmackDown is going to announce the matches for the next SmackDown. I don't think they're just going to pull the balls and like put people out there. I think that's where the surprise comes in, but it's more than likely going to be like Joe Hendry. It might be, Matt Cardona. Maybe somebody like that from TNA / GCW / everywhere else in the world. Ziggler would be really, really good, but Ziggler, it was told, turned down the invasion, did not want to go back to NXT, did not want to go back to WWE. He just likes doing what he's doing in TNA. If they didn't want him then, they don't want him now. I don't know. I just believe what is out there in the world. I would love it to be The Rock. I don't think it's going to be The Rock. I think it's going to be Gunther. Mr. Iowa Hawks asked where I got the John Cena. Where I got the Hulk Hogan figure. That's right here. Honestly, I found this on eBay. It doesn't work, but it's one of the older, bigger Hasbro style figures. It's got the pull thing where it used to talk like him. I just like how big it is. It reminds me of like the 2-ups that Hasbro would make to put out. I just like how big it is. I know that, they have the John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Hollywood Hogan, like 4-foot tall figures. My daughter used to have the Elsa one. From back in the day that was that size. I love how Robbie Fox used to have the Hollywood Hogan sitting on top of his desk at Barstool Sports back in the day. It actually moved from the office number 2 to office number 3. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know if maybe he just threw it away, took it home or something like that. But I got that off eBay. It probably cost me like $20 to $30, and I like it. I say it all the fucking time. I really want to fix this. I do. I want to get rid of the pops. I want to move on in a new direction. I've got enough cool stuff here that I need to find a way to put out. So I think my girlfriend's getting tired of seeing the boxes. Where was Triple H on Saturday? Shane, I don't know. And Shane asked where I got the 49ers jacket. My girlfriend actually found this. I saw that these were being re-released, and they were actually at Ross. And they were $40. And there was some people that were actually, buying them and selling them on Twitter for 49er fans. There's like awesome people out there in the world. I actually just bought a Hulk Hogan LJN because my Target account canceled my LJN figure. So I bought the Logan Paul. I got the Hulk Hogan. I need to find the John Cena and the Dusty Rhodes to get back into the game for Series 1. I bought a few big rubber guys throughout the days. The Edge is up. Adam Copeland is up on Shop AEW right now if you're collecting those. But there's a lot of cool people. I haven't gone because I didn't go this week, but I've seen reports that Costco currently has like old school starter jackets for the 49ers in the Bay Area. They're running between $79 to $99. I've seen. It's a little high, but for the people of the 90s that remember what those starter jackets meant, I think that they would pay for it. Paul Levesque is in here. Well, guys, I failed Oh, well, see you later, Paul. Sorry about that. You're done. Everybody, I had a lot of fun. Thank you very much. WWE War Games, as we go on, I think we're going to be talking about this week after week after week. I haven't got with my buddy Jeremy, Rock and Noel. Make sure you head on over there, subscribe to his channel. So if we go live over there, you'll be able to see. If I do a show with him, last week he was sick. I hope it's going to be tomorrow. Probably be in the afternoon around this time. It seems to be like the best time that we normally hit or miss this type of thing. But if we don't, I plan on going live here to talk about what Monday Night Raw is going to bring. I think there's going to be a lot of big matches. Last Raw, well, this week's Raw was good. Next week's, honestly, with the Cena tournament, should be bigger. So peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys down the road. And I forgot to tell people that I was even live. I didn't even tweet it out. Dumbass.